Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, CHAMONE. If you are interested in seeing how I created this full glam cut crease look, just keep on watching. Alright, so we're going to jump right into this tutorial, and I do want to apologize. My ring light was up too bright, so it did wash out a lot of the color. So I'm going to kind of speed through the eye portion, but I did still want you all to be able to see how I achieve this look. So first, I'm taking a blending brush from BH Cosmetics and packing on that pink shade from the matte book. And I'm really just applying this really heavy to set the frame for everything else. Next, I'm going to go in with this beautiful blue shade, taking it right below that pink shade and working it in as well. With these type of eye looks, y'all gotta blend for dear life. That's really what it's all about, placement and blending. So I'm taking some LA Girl concealer, a super bright shade. I'm pretty sure this was the shade Natural. It's like white on me. And I'm using that to carve out my crease. I sped this up, you guys, but take your time. It definitely took a lot longer than what you're seeing right here. So I put an X on all the colors that I'm using, but I'm going back in with that blue shade. I'm going back in with the pink shade. The white and that light pink are in the innermost portion of my eyelid. So I'm using a few different brushes here to just pack on the color. Again, I do apologize because it's washed out. You can't really see the color great now, but I still want you guys to get the gist of what you have to do to achieve this sort of look. So I went into the box of crayons to use that pink shade. Came out so bomb, y'all. And I'm packing that on with the e.l.f. C-shape eyeshadow brush. So I'm just going back in, packing, blending all the colors together, making sure everything looks nice. There's no lines of demarcation. Blending. And then once I'm satisfied, I'm just going back in some more to define the cut a bit more to make sure that everything is to my satisfaction. So now that I'm done blending everything, I'm just doing a wing liner. I'm using the Wet n Wild Megaliner in black. Super affordable, but it's a really dope eyeliner. And I'm just going to wing it out. Right here, I'm just sharpening up that crease by going back in and adding more of the pink so that it'll pop up against the white and the lighter pink. So now that the eyes are done, I'm going to go in and moisturize my face. Y'all, this moisturizer, if you have dry skin, is amazing. It's by Pond's, the Crema S moisturizer. I like to mix my highlighter right in with it so that my skin is moisturized and it gives that highlighter just adds a nice glow to the skin. So I'm going to rub all of that in. I'm making sure I bring it down my neck, my forehead, and I'm focusing around my nose because that's kind of where my skin really tends to get dry. So I'm focusing it on those areas as well. Next, I'm going to prime with my Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth. I like to place this right where my pores are the largest just to help me have a seamless makeup application. Now that my skin is all prepped, I'm going to mix two, basically like my favorite drugstore foundations right now. The L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in 530, and I'm mixing that with the Covergirl Trublend Matte Made Foundation in the shade D70. Taking the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and I'm just buffing these two foundations into my skin. Making sure that I'm going down my, below my chin, down my neck a little bit, so that everything is seamless. Just taking this small angled brush to bring the foundation, frame up my eyebrows so that there's no super light patchiness above my brows. Once I'm content with how all of that is blended out, I am going to go in and start to highlight and contour. So first I'm going in with the Juvia's Place Concealer. I'm in the shade number 12. Y'all, this concealer is so full coverage, and I kind of like, sometimes I'm heavy-handed because I'm so used to just applying concealers liberally that I forget just how full coverage it is. It blends out like a dream though. So I went in with a little bit of the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in caramel. It's just a tad bit brighter than the Juvia's Place, and I'm just literally taking a tiny bit of the concealer shade Deep Espresso to contour. I'm using, this is like a blending brush. It's like an eyeshadow brush from the Crayon Case, but I'm using it to blend out my nose contour. Then I'm taking that same brush I used for my foundation. You're going to see me going back in with this brush a whole lot more, and I'm blending out the contour. Y'all see how those two like couple of dots spread? The NYX concealer is really bomb too, y'all. So I'm going to go back and forth between the sponge from the Crayon Case and my brush just to make sure that everything is blended. It's really key. If you're in a rush, this is not the type of makeup look that you want to be trying to do if you're not accustomed to doing your makeup, because you really do have to blend, and you have to make sure that there aren't any harsh lines, that everything flows. So y'all can see right here, once I started blending out that concealer, like how full coverage it looks. And I look real crazy right now, but it's okay. I'm gonna blend some more, and it's all gonna come together in the end. So I didn't want to speed through too much, because I do want you all to kind of get an idea of just how much blending you have to do, how much time it takes, you know, how far this concealer spread, where I placed it. So I didn't speed it up too much. And as you can see, I'm going back in and blending out that side before I even moved over to the other side. Just so that as it's drying down, it's already blended. The Juvia's Place Concealer, you have time to work with. It doesn't dry down super fast, but that NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealers, those dry down fast. So that's why I went in and blended out the contour part first, because that dries fast. It don't play. So I'm just going in around all the perimeters to make sure everything flows. So I'm going to set all the areas I just highlighted with my Sacha Buttercup loose setting powder. I love this powder. I have a few others, and sometimes I alternate, but this is my number one go-to without a doubt. Like, I've caught myself trying to find like a drugstore dupe. I bought the Maybelline powder, but I don't think I got the right shade, or maybe I just didn't like it. But I think I got to get a lighter shade, so we shall see. But for now, I'm still rocking up with Sacha Buttercup. As y'all can see, I have hit pan. I already have another one, but I'm finishing with this one. Black Radiance Contour Palette. If y'all don't have these contour palettes, you really should get one. It's like $7 and some change. Walmart carries it. Walgreens, CVS. It's like everywhere. I'm pretty sure it's like cheapest at Walmart though. But it's just so dope. It literally has a nice sculpting shade, contour shade, and a highlighter. I'll be honest, I rarely ever use the highlighter shades, but they are dope. I just have so many other highlighters. But I love that contour palette. So I use that to carve out my cheekbones, frame my face, contour my nose. So I'm going back in with that pink shade from the matte book to just apply a little bit of color to my lower lash line. Now that I finished my under eyes, as far as concealing and setting. So almost done. This is a little trick I've been doing lately. I use the same shade I contoured with and I blend it out and I use it as a lip liner. Um, yeah, I don't know. One day I just was like, let me just use this contour shade and I really liked how it looked. So I've kind of been doing it and it lasts for a really long time too. So that's all I'm doing. I put on a lippy, but I ended up changing it to just some clear gloss. So I cut that clip out. But I'm going in with blush. Y'all know this palette is like my fave. The Juvia's Place blushes, they're legit all I use now. Like literally. So I'm mixing a couple little shades. They just add just a nice warmth to the face. Like I love blush. I do. And we're almost done with this look. Spraying my face with my Mario Badescu Rose Water to just get rid of the powderiness, any cakiness that you might have just gotten by powdering. That spraying it is going to alleviate all of that. So I push that product into my skin with the sponge. On to my favorite part. We are highlighting. This is the Honor Roll Highlighter by the Crayon Case. And I'm just going to place that on all the areas that I highlight. My nose, my cupid's bow, and the highest points of my cheek. Gonna set my face one more time with the Anastasia Dewy Set Spray to seal the whole look together. And that is it. I popped on some lashes off camera. But I hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time, guys, be blessed. Bye.